with, when we call progressive schools, what makes a school progressive is the leadership, the person sitting on the chair, and the teachers, of course, because they are the players in the in the space, and the management. So
Right.
anywhere, everywhere where you find this deadly combination, which is very, very rare, you will get a progressive school. So, and I'm saying this with confidence because I have, been fortunate to lead such schools in metro cities, the
Right.
so-called elite schools and premier schools. And my last project, which was in a three-tier city, a very small town, where we did the similar kind of thing, and it fabulously worked. And I was extremely nervous that I wasn't sure whether it work or not. And the teacher who was leading the pre-primary school is a local teacher from that particular area, from a three-tier city. So obviously, probably she doesn't have that exposure, but she did it. So I
Mm.
think it, when you say that, how do we, what am I proposing? Very simply, it's no rocket science. Principals will have to move out of their chairs in the offices, and they'll have to be more involved into the classrooms. They're not admin people, but unfortunately, our understanding, or the understanding of the managements, is also that they're looking at admin people. Admin is
Mm.
set, it's not dynamic, it's fixed, and there are only day-to-day certain issues which can be handled if you have a team of effective and efficient people. So if the SOPs and everything is done well and people are trained, it doesn't take long for them to run the show. Now, the role of the principal has to be inside the classroom, because she needs to be guiding people, she needs to be hand holding people, she needs to be identifying the talent in the school, because she is not somebody who knows it all. So if
Mm.
you're not going out to the classroom, you restrict yourself by just what you hear or what you see, and you certain assume about a teacher's capability. When you sit through the classroom is when you realize what their strengths are, what their where can they be leveraged, how can they contribute towards the school, because every time you can't get a trainer from outside, all managements will not give you that budgets, and every time a trainer is not even available also, and there is a dearth of good trainers. Let's understand that as well. So there is enough talent inside your classroom, and there is enough research, so there is enough material, but schools are not reading. So there has to be a reading culture with the schools, not just for the children, for the teachers as well. The teachers will have to get down to read the research, talk about it, discuss about it, go back and implement it, and see what's working and what's not working. Now that journey has to be there, and managements have to be, hand holding them. They need to also be there in the process of while the school is evolving, so that they understand it from the core, not just sitting on the periphery. And when I was
Mhm.
trying to do it, my son was in the primary grades. Now, of course, he's a 22-year-old boy, but he was in nursery and KG when I was trying this out. And I would come back and try it out on him. And I saw that the theory was working, because we are always told that these are things written in the books, but they don't work. But we actually
Mhm.
saw it working. We would come back. Certain things didn't work. A lot of things worked as well. And especially for language, there is no one set format. It has to be
Mhm.
a blend of various things. So just only phonics can't help. Only whole language approach can't help. It has to be a blend to take children forward. And for that, I think there's enough already researched and done. And a school in itself can bring about a change, provided, like what I said, they're willing to learn, they're willing to be vulnerable, they're willing to be exposed, and the principals are okay with the fact that even I don't have an answer, let's all figure it out. Because I have realized in my entire career that I think I've had a set of amazing teachers who were very regular teachers, but they were amazing when given an opportunity to go make a mistake, come back, talk, and let's figure it out. Mathematics, of course, it's more structured, it's more hierarchical. So it's, if you get the trajectory right, and you with the right trainer, and I've been fortunate with that, you get it right. But with language, there's a lot that one has to keep trying, because there are multiple entry points and there are multiple ways of doing xyz. So if that happens, then I think a lot of your problems are solved. And we've always, at least in my schools, I've always made sure that my managements have agreed to paying my pre-primary teachers as well as they pay any grade 8th or ninth class teacher. There's been no differentiation in their salary structures at all.
Mhm.
For the simple fact that if a teacher in the pre-primary classes till grade 2, and I would also say till grade 3 is not great, then the teachers are definitely going to struggle. And then the whole blame game starts, and then you can keep blaming but nothing works, and eventually parents get
Mhm.
stressed, the child gets stressed, and the teacher obviously is stressed, and no principal wants a bad school. So the best is you focus on those, train those teachers right, handhold them, let them design the curriculum. When teachers start designing the curriculum, they are able to see where are the gaps. When they start making the learning material, they are able to see where the gaps are and they implement it well. So that has worked for me. And I think if it's worked for somebody like me who is not, I mean, I consider myself as average. I'm sure there are very, very, very intelligent principals that we have who have amazing exposures and amazing managements. I think it can happen anywhere. It can really happen. Yeah.